don't know, Rich Campbell, former founder of OTK, was on his way up to the top until Azalea Alexi made this heinous complaint about him raping her. It's crazy. She did file a lawsuit against him for, for the alleged rape, but this is starting to look more like a response to her knowing that his lawsuit was coming. As in, he likely reached out to her and said, hey, I'm about to sue you. Probably, I don't know what type of settlement he was looking for. And his lawsuit is moving forward. I checked hers. That shit is in the same location. The biggest difference is she said she was under the influence. Okay. Now, when it comes to his lawsuit, this is big shit. He made a lot of allegations. This was like 25 pages. It was against their super fan, groupie, all this other stuff, the OnlyFans model, basically assassinating her character. But there was some good things to take away from this. His loss of, it's really 1.8 million per year, 1.8 million per year that he lost out on. He labeled her a scorned ex-lover, making these false rape allegations, not only against her himself, but against another man that he alleged that she made the allegation. Now, I'm not going to go through everything of this. One thing to take away from this lawsuit that he posted is that he did have a witness, which was the roommate, Steve, who basically was there during the whole ordeal. His story was she wanted more. She wanted more sex. She wanted a relationship. He said no. Then she got obnoxious, told her to leave. Steve was his roommate. He heard everything. Now let's get to the update. All right. So you like, where are we at with the update? Well, they have a hearing scheduled for April 19th, 2024. Oh, but this ain't it. This ain't the biggest update. You're like, well, this is just a case management conference. Like, how's the cases going to go? This is cool, but where's the big ish? Well, here's the cover sheet, guys. And remember, he is suing her for defamation. And this is a brand new document. I didn't show it previously. Over $25,000 because, remember, he's making 1.8 million per year that year. And it's just for defamation. But then he submitted this notice of errata. Notice of errata. All right. Now, what is this notice of errata? This is a completely new document. It was filed on the 19th. This snuck through the cracks because I was checking up on this, right? But this ain't the biggest part of it, right? The biggest part comes after it. But if you remember, when I was going through the lawsuit of his, where in the video I showed the tweets that they were making, he was like this. So now we have a little explanation of why none of those tweets were included, like proof of them. It says, to the court on the 15th. Now comes Rich Campbell. Please take further notice that due to a clerical error, exhibits to the complaint were inadvertently omitted. According to counsel for plaintiffs, hereby attaches exhibits hereto. Now look, I said how convenient because now we're about to get all of the evidence, like his proof. And now, if you guys don't remember, I was like, yo, he was talking about, she was saying that he was raping her on his girlfriend's post. And I'm like, I couldn't find them. So now we're about to get the proof, okay? So now we go down to Exhibit A. Exhibit 1. Now this picture right here, it just shows what you're supposed to take away. Remember, the allegation took place on the 31st. He was making the argument she went back to regular life on the 2nd, posting her, salacious pictures. And he showed proof. I know y'all brothers are starving.
Yeah, brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother.
But he's like, look, she went back to, her regular shit. Now, it really don't get good until a little bit later. Now, what I did notice is these tweets that he's showing is simply, they were recently captured. Like, they probably captured them at or around the 15th or the 19th when they submitted this into evidence. It was like, hey, because if you go back to the court docs, it's like, hey, she submitted this, she tweeted this, and it had 40,000 views. Now, when you say, oh, I didn't have it, I updated, now it kind of like, it's at 360K views. and it was 363 views today. So I imagine, people are still looking at this stuff. More stuff. I did not I did not rape cases are very difficult and generally not believe, especially when someone has the status he has. But people deserve to know. Now, this is at 40.8. Now, look, there are people calling her out in this. And don't think it's an accident that this person calling her out was put in here. You could say it's a screenshot, but things like this put in the court documents. Remember, a judge is going to read this shit. A jury, potential jury, is going to read this stuff. So, hey, no one is doubting you went there. That isn't the question. But going there is not proof of grape. No one is doubting you. You stayed in a hotel. So basically people are like, yo, where's the proof of grape? Well, I posted my hotel receipt. They like, okay, but that doesn't mean grape. Okay? That doesn't mean grape. And that's what people are saying. Look, I cannot speak for other people, but I firmly believe, yes, you did go to his. Yes, you did go to a hotel. Yes, his intention was sexual, but I draw the line at that. So, a lot of people are coming out like, I don't believe you. And then you got the people right here like, hey, why didn't you go to the police? You lose credibility now. How are we supposed to know if it's true or not? Women could do bad too, to the same extent as men. We are not crime solvers, are we? Shit like that. So all of these, you can say, well, it's basically him hyping up the case, or you can say like, yo, he's trying to paint a picture, or maybe he's just being accurate. Okay. Agree. Unfortunately, nothing will happen. So basically she's like, hey, nothing's going to happen to him. Well, everything happened to him. He lost everything on the words of Azalea Lexi. A ex-girlfriend who, well, not even girlfriend, that was the problem. She never got the girlfriend status. And she became, what you're about to see, a bitter person. The twit longer that canceled Rich Campbell, this is right here. He was canceled within like hours of this shit posting. Like he was done. OTK wanted him out. They drafted up the statement and he was donezo. These are more tweets. He violated me, the twit longer. This is all his evidence, because you can't say, hey, she tweeted this and not show proof. And you're like, well, Henry showed proof. Yeah, I did, because it's me and I'm on the internet. He was like, oh, this wasn't in there. Now, all of this is cool and dandy, but we're about to get to the good stuff. We're about to see parental advisory, guys. So cover your eyes. If you're not of the age, you don't want to see this stuff. So we're about to get into some Mia Malkova stuff, right? Because if you remember in a lawsuit, Rich was like, hey, she's going on my girlfriend's page and she's saying that her boyfriend is a rapist, knowing that that's my girlfriend. And that is defamation, according to Rich. So here is, you know what I'm saying? I know, brothers are starving. I know, all right. We don't need to focus on that. Twitter loves you, and the fact that you have a boyfriend that raped people seems that you love that, and that's the girlfriend, Mia Malkova. This is in evidence, so jury's gonna have to see this shit and make a decision. You got more rape allegations right here. Surprise, your boyfriend is a rapist. And look, she's replying to Mia Malkova. And she's like, look, I'm just trying to do my thing, and you harassing me, woman? What the hell? Yeah, small enough for that dude who raped women, plural women. So remember, her name on her twit longer was Spicy White Claw. So this is no doubt coming from the account of Azalea Lexi. I don't know what her defense is going to be, but she's pretty much caught in 4K on basically 6/29/2023, saying her boyfriend is a rapist under Mia Malkova's whatchamacallit. Does this sound, are these actions in resemblance of someone who was raped? All right. Spicy White Claw again. And just for your rapist boyfriend. And look, remember, I think this Spicy White Claw, this Azalea Lexi, she may be like on some jealous shit or whatever, right? Some jealous stuff. Your boyfriend is a rapist. Like, you see how she just keeps going on? And this was all in his lawsuit. It's like on this day, 6/29/2023, it would appear that she went to almost every new and old Mia Malkova post and put this shit out there. Now, if you Mia Malkova, you can say, hey, I had to delete the post or delete this, and it's causing issues, right? Causing issues. Now, ain't no nip slips or anything like that. It's the same thing. You go on Mia Malkova stuff and you put this. And just for your grapist boyfriend, she like, just for Twitter. And her response is just for your grapist boyfriend. This is some shit. Is this how a grape victim acts? I don't know. Now, this is Belle Delphine. Shout out to Too Mad. She did some collab with him. Too Mad May Be Concerned. Yes, we had SEX, and I married Belle Delphine. And yes, we're adopting 15,000 Hempers. Now, who else on there? And your boyfriend raped me. You see how it goes? you see how it goes? If he's a rapist, she should harass the guy. But what if he's not, though, Cheyenne? What if he's not a rapist? And she just continues to go on page after page and say, hey, your boyfriend raped me. Now this, if not true, is defamation, which he's not been charged with grape. And he never will, more than likely. Your boyfriend raped me. What? Think about this, guys. You're on a jury on his defamation thing. She's saying he raped me. You like, did he rape you? And she like, yeah, he raped me. Now, the pics are interesting, but, it is what it is. They're both OnlyFans. One's more professional than the other. On another post, your boyfriend raped me. She can't even promote her OF without this girl harassing her and putting your boyfriend raped me. And they're both OF models. So I imagine she was like, hey, Rich, that crazy girl is doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, your boyfriend raped me. I do prawn. And your boyfriend raped me. You like, bitch. Like, bitch. Why are you constantly on my goddamn page? Why are you on my page? Jesus. Hey, can I sleep in your bed tonight? Yes or no? She posts this. Your boyfriend raped me. You like, goddamn at this point. Goddamn. All in the same day. She probably was drunk or under some influence. He said when she get drunk, she get crazy. She get crazy. Important. Hey, your boyfriend's a rapist. Now, all these examples is like, bruh, you said that shit. Hey, your boyfriend raped me. You see how he keeps going? So this is evidence, but this ain't, you like, well, Henry, we kind of knew all this. Yeah, but what am I about to show you after this? Your boyfriend's a rapist. She just keeps going on this tirade. Your boyfriend's a rapist. Like, hey, look, bitch, I'm trying to promote OnlyFans. What are you doing? And sometimes what they do is she's going on these old posts because she gets so many notifications. But this shows that Mia Malkova, or you know what it was? She spammed the replies. So because she spammed the replies, you open up Twitter and you like, damn, I got 20 replies. Who they from? Oh, Spicy White Claw, Azalea Lexi. What'd she say? Sugar mommy for your rapist boyfriend? Like, this is wild. This is wild shit. You can't promote your shit without the ex just coming out the woodwork. And I think it could be some jealousy. I think it's some jealousy behind this. Safe for your rapist boyfriend? Like, damn, man. Like, Jesus. Oops. Let that slip through. Your rapist boyfriend is your prawn addiction. Nothing here except my rapist boyfriend is seen. Like, and shout out to Mia Malkova. She didn't even respond. She just screenshot it, probably sent it to him. Look at my, I'm saying, for my rapist boyfriend. It's over and over. And this is submitted to the court. And I don't know how I missed that, but it is what it is. And I think this is the last one. Netflix and your rapist boyfriend. This seems like a scorned, jilted ex-girlfriend. Someone who never became the girlfriend. Because remember, she wanted to be girlfriend status. And he was like, no, you just jump off status. But the biggest update is this right here. This little piece of paper. You're like, well, what does this paper mean? This means that this is a real lawsuit. What is this? This is a proof of service of summons. You like, God damn, what does that mean? This means when you walk outside your door and they say, "Hey, are you Azalea Alexi?" And she's like, "Yeah, you've been served." That means his lawsuit is about to move forward. Okay. Where her lawsuit, where I checked, not so much. And what did she get? She got the summons, the complaint, the ADR, which is just the alternative dispute resolution, his cover sheet, and all the other stuff. Like she got all these tweets of her saying he's a rapist. All right. And you like, damn, when did this happen? This was filed January 29, 2024. They called her ass lacking. And it was, by personal service. They called her January 25th, 2024 at 11 a.m. Damn. And they caught her ass in Ohio. Now I blocked out the address because I don't know if she lived there or not. She's a flight attendant. She is the individual defendant. And look, what I found so funny about this is the guy who served her was freaking Reverend Tony. Reverend Tony served her ass, okay? And he is not a and not a California process server where the lawsuit was filed. So they basically was like, hey, we hear she's in Ohio. We need someone near to serve her ass. Okay, so we find Reverend Tony. Reverend Tony, now look, here's the thing, right? he writes everything down. Hey, I'm Reverend Tony. I served her up. And then he got to describe her ass. So she's 30. She's a female. She's white. She's about 5'9", 200 pounds, brown hair, no beard, no glasses. Sincerely, Reverend Tony. This is major, guys. I don't think you guys understand the significance of this, but now she has to respond to the defamation lawsuit. Okay? So as a result of her having to respond to it, she's going to have to get a lawyer, even though she had a lawyer draft up her lawsuit. But when I tell you this is so major, if not true, I hope he bankrupts her ass. And it teaches a cautionary tale to women false allegating. Now, I know the believe all women white knights is going to find that to be an unpopular opinion because what they won't do is pick a side. They will say, well, we'll see what happens when the courts happen. No, I'm going to share your opinion now. Now, when it comes to Jane Doe number 2, yeah, he probably did that shit, but it's not great. You mean to tell me after 4 years he raped you and it's no proof and all this other shit and you come out 10 months later? I don't know. I'm skeptical as fuck. But anywho, that is the update. And since she was served on the 29th, on the 25th, we should have a response. We should have been had a response by now. So for real. So we'll get her response and we'll see what happens if she gets a lawyer. But I'm hoping he bankrupt her because it's seeming like it's not true now. If she's like, no, it's true. I got proof, which I don't think she does other than her word. And he got the roommate that comes forward that says, hey, there was no loud talking, none of that stuff that she explained. Then I don't know. It's maybe he was defamed. He lost everything and he should get all that back plus interest. And it will likely bankrupt her and she'll lose all her credibility. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video.